Hello, I'm Sarah. I've been asked to give you a few little bass lessons, so I thought I'd start off with explaining the main difference between bass and guitar, because I know a lot of you guys are mainly primarily guitar, so as in like 6-string, electric, acoustic rather than bass guitar. Bass in itself isn't really designed as a solo instrument. It's designed really to be part of the driving force of a song. So essentially you'll have your drums and your bass, which will actually give you the kind of the meat of the song, if you like, and then you'll have the guitar and the vocals, which will give you the melody and the more kind of dynamics as well. So what you can do is you can use a bass to play chords as you would do with a guitar, but what you'll find is that it'll sound quite muddy. So for example, I'll give you an A sharp chord, which sounds nice, but if you imagine that in the background of a song, it's just going to get lost. But one of the things that you can use those for is for doing kind of, it's not really like a walking style, but you can separate the notes out. So something like that, and that's actually part of the main bit of Miriam by Norah Jones, which is why I've ended up working out and using it. But doing that with your chords instead of using them as full chords, it helps it to actually make more of the song rather than just having it, as you would with a normal 6-string guitar where it's actually part of the melody. You need to kind of break it down with bass. It needs to be part of what's driving the song forward and what's actually laying the foundation of it, if that makes sense. If not, put it in the comments and I'll explain it again. But not to say that you can't do that. I mean, you've got a lot of flexibility with bass, but you have to really remember that the focus is on being that root, okay? And that's why you'll find a lot of bassists who do one-note things. So, and the main reason for that is because generally whatever the guitar is playing, say they're doing a C major chord, we could be playing C on the bass and it would match perfectly and it would give that extra oomph to the guitar sound. But you don't need to always stay on the roots. You can improvise, you can use your intervals and whatnot to actually fill out the song a little bit more. But really, you just have to remember that at the end of the day, if you start wandering off all over the place, it's just not going to sound right, and it's not going to give that kind of substance to a song. It's just going to sound a little bit kind of mishmash. There are bassists who do it and it sounds wonderful, but you have to be very, very good to still be able to manage that. So yeah, I hope that all makes sense. Explain really the kind of differences that, the main differences in terms of, what part of a song a bass actually makes up. It's not the be all and end all, obviously, but it's a start. For those of you that are interested, I'm using a Dean Edge Pro 5, which is my 5-string beauty. Ignore the new string things. And yes, so that's me over and out for now. Cheers!